trying to figure out getting things set up. And, here we are. It's Wednesday. Once again, what I'm doing nowadays, and by that I mean this week, is I'm testing out the theory of streaming a lot. So the theory of the Coté show is that I don't code or lick microphones or anything like that, but I do a lot of I don't know, futzing around and white collar work for the job that I have. So why don't you join me and see how I do my digital computationaling? And every now and then I'll drop in some of my stuff from my day job, the Tanzu Talk stuff. I think I can fade in and out of that so you can see the superset of things that I'm doing. And maybe when I'm presenting at conferences or other things like that, I'll bring it in. So enjoy. You can go to cote.show to find out how to subscribe and all the great channels, archives, so forth. See, I recorded that to be sort of and all these things you can make highlights to show your potential listeners an overview of what's in there. So I'll see if I can jam that up there and do something cool with it. Beats me. Boy, I have the monitor on, but I got to turn that off. I'm just not used to using the monitor anymore. Or maybe I should stammer through it. I think the problem is that the monitor in OBS is not synced up well. Maybe is there a way I can fix that? Let's see. Because there's nothing worse. Like a monitor that actually is synced up well is great. But one that is not is very confusing. Maybe, did I give it a 1 second sync offset? I don't know what the hell that is. I'm not going to mess with it. So, the only thing I really wanted to look at, yeah, let's adjust the dad jazz. Maybe up to 40. See the futzing around. All right, I've got the volume on maximum, which makes my output. Let's move my mic down just a little bit. That seems almost too low. But whatever. I'll keep it there. And then when I'm not talking, you can hear the dad jazz in the background. A little too loud. So let's move that down. I think that's pretty good. Maybe up. What do we got it at? I mean, 50. Oh, no, I see what's going on. 40 would be too loud. 45 is kind of a nice round number. No, okay. We'll put it down at 50. So that should be just quiet enough so that I can talk over it. And it also means that when I'm not talking, you can actually hear it. I don't know. Let's put it down to 30. No, I mean not 30. Down to 60. I think that'll be better. Now, for some reason, the chat thing isn't showing up. Let's see what the deal with that is. Refresh browser. Shut down. Not good. Why isn't that showing? There we go. So now we've got the chat going in there. Something else that I set up so I can actually see people. If I come over here, how do I? Good. Then I can see it there as well. Now, I set up some other stuff here to use in Restream, but I found at a limit. Oh wait, I got to turn this. Oh no, I want. I found a limit of Restream is basically that versus StreamYard. I still think that Restream is the better option. I got to turn off that monitor. It's driving me crazy. Monitor off. Okay. And then let me make sure that I didn't screw up the audio. How come it won't let me? Oh yeah, I remember. It doesn't do that. Anyways, I found out that I like to compare. I've been comparing Restream and StreamYard, and I think what you'll find is there's slightly more options and more stuff in. A little bit of a buzz there. Let me fix this. That mic's a little loud. So the other thing that it is, I set up cote.show. It's really, doesn't do anything. It just goes to a little web page listing stuff. But I think it does allow for I don't know, an easier thing to say. Okay. Okay, that's good. Sorry, I just wanted to go check everything. Anyhow, so here we are. Here's what I want to go over. I was saying StreamYard. You have all these. Let me show you so you can see what it looks like in Restream. And StreamYard has one thing that I like over Restream. Actually, it has. There's two things, but so far I kind of like Restream better. And let me go over. I'll share the screen here so you can see. Let me see if my buttons still work. Boom. So there's the infinite portal. But you see in Restream, and StreamYard has the same thing. You've got these brand settings. You can get overlays. Like I'll show you this one. Just and you'll see why that's needed. If you remember, I can play tell a thing, and it even supports animated backgrounds. So if I want to do a Tanzu Talk one, check this out. I do this, and well, now it's not working. Great. You can see how you make it work. So see, I have the chat listed here, which no one has chatted in, which is fine. But then this allows you to put back, you can put a background on. Where's the animated one? Here we go. So that's kind of nice. You could do that in OBS too, for sure. But you got to futz around with this stuff, like if you want to put a chat overlay here instead of an OBS, and also if you want to have remote people in, which hopefully I'll at least be testing out tomorrow. Anyways, let me turn that off so it's mostly just OBS driving that. But so I use this for my Tanzu Talk for my work stuff. And you can set a primary color and stuff. But what StreamYard lets you do, which would be great in Restream, is you can actually have multiple brand settings so that you can switch between them. It's kind of like scenes in OBS, if you know what that is. There's another thing that's really nice. So one of the things you pay for in Restream is the different destinations you can connect to, which is okay. But what that means is basically if you want to like toggle between different destinations, you would just go delete them and reset them, right? Like if you wanted to be able to stream or to have a setting for that, you can only, if I could only log into one Twitch account to stream, I would, like my work one, I would log into that and stream to it. And then if I wanted to stream to my personal one, I would log out of it and log into my personal one and stream to that. Now that's really annoying to have to do. And in StreamYard, they let you just keep those configurations around. And just like Restream does, they limit the number of places you can broadcast to live, and you can pay more for less. But that would be nice anyways if Restream had those two things. See, futzing around. Isn't that fun? Better than me coding or something, right? Maybe not better than me doing nothing. So let me move back over here and I'll tell you what I have planned for today. Speaking of futzing around, first let me try some snacks here. It's always good. So, as the title here promises, I do this stuff called the Garbage Chairs of Amsterdam, where I go around. I live here in Amsterdam for about 3 years now. And I presume, like any large, dense city, people throw out a lot of furniture. And one thing I noticed early on is there's a lot of chairs that people throw out. So I started taking pictures of them and posting them. And, that's kind of fun. So where is the music? Oh, because I probably turned that off. Oh, there we go. Okay. See, I want to hear the music too. That's the thing they don't tell you. So anyways, people really like it, not to mention me liking it. So I thought I actually found like three of them today, I think. So I thought what I would do is for the futzing around here is I'll show you how I edit them. Now, I really don't do that much. Let me switch over here. This is also just a way to experiment with iPad sharing. Boom, look at that. I think, so I'll show you. I'm going to bring my iPad over here, unlock it. Boy, you can see what now that I'm doing this, let me adjust where my giant head is. I should really be over. The problem is, oh yeah, so that's good. Like if I go over this way, whoa, where'd he go? But as long as I kind of, stay in this frame. And in fact, that would allow me to, I think I can expand this out even more so that if I go this way, whoa, I can move over a lot. Problem is I can't really, where'd he go? But whatever, that's fine. And in fact, okay, so you can see I'm going to be looking down because it's at my iPad in my lap. I guess you can see the kinds of thing that the desktop that I have there. But what I use is this program called VS CO, if I remember the name of it. And I went in and after a while, you can see some recent pictures there. I discovered this this filter that I really liked. So let's take this first one. Let's see what a good version is. So this is kind of dark, but here's one that I found. It's downloading, no doubt. Which one is the better? I really wanted to get those clouds in the background, but I don't know how to take pictures, so I'm never quite sure how I go about doing that. So I like this one. I think it has I think the technical term is composition. And you can see there's I'm pointing at this as if you can see it, but there's the chairs down there. So let's bring this back. And after a while, I created my own. They call it a recipe. So all I have to do is apply this recipe. Now, here's what the recipe is. Like I used this. Ooh, no, don't mess with that. I mean, I don't know. It's just a bunch of messing around. Not really knowing what thing's doing, just messing around with stuff till I get the thing that I like. So the only other thing that I do is for some reason I like to crop it to 5:4. Now it's always nice to not have license plates in pictures. I think I'm never really sure if what the deal with that is, but I think it's polite to not have other people's personal information. So I'm going to try to center it. And that tree is kind of in the center. There's a lot going on there. I like that pole. So there, we save that. And I think it's like straight enough. I don't usually post it to VSOC, but let's do that too. That'll be fun. And then we save it. Okay, so, yep, post. Look at those cool people. Here's my profile. It's just drunk and retired if you want to follow whatever. But here, I guess you can see some other garbage chairs if you're interested. This one is nice. Look at all those people in there. And this is like, I'm pointing again, but this one, this is a little more than you typically see, but like, you just find these piles of trash around. I like this one. It's got the water on there. That's nice to look at. So, garbage chairs. And here, see, I always want to get like clouds and sky like that, but I don't know how to do that very well. So where's another good cloud one? I think I might have, did I fake that sky? I forget. Oh, look at this. See, that's the good stuff. And then down here, you can tell I like whatever this effect on the photo is. Oh man, that one's really good. Anyways, so once I do that, then, I thought what I would do is, so I'll post one of these. I think I already posted one today. Let's go check in Twitter here. And first of all, obviously, you got to go see. Are you mentioned anything? What's going on there? That's fun to see. But I think I've already posted one of these garbage chairs for today. Oh, how do I get rid of these? I don't want to see this. Don't show me this. No. That's tedious. I like their app, but I don't really want to see this junk on the side. Anyways, look, there I am right now. So I did post one today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to schedule posting it, or no, 17 hours ago. So I am going to post the one I have, and then I'm going to make some other ones and schedule them to post later. So it's pretty straightforward. You type in Garbage Chairs of Amsterdam. Then you want to go select a photo. And we got that one. As always, I hope there weren't embarrassing photos in there. I should be more aware of that. Oh, hey, you don't want to see where I live. But I'll do that. And then, where is the schedule? Isn't there a schedule in here? So we'll go ahead and tweet that. That'll be fun. So let's see. Oh, yeah. Why don't we, how do you, just in case you're in the chat there, let's see if we can use the magic of the, what do they call it, handoff or something. And I think, there you go. You can see what that image is there. Now, I could have sworn there's scheduling in here, but where is scheduling a tweet? Maybe if we cancel. So how do we schedule? Yeah. Maybe you can only do that in the desktop. I don't know. That's really weird. You could do that. Drafts. Uh-huh. What happens if you hold down on this? Does that do anything? No. There's a poll. I don't know. That's annoying. On the desktop, you can reschedule things. So maybe I'll go to the desktop on the browser here. So let's go make another one and then schedule them or schedule it. So this was, there is some more here. So this is let's see which images. This one was hard. I wanted to do just an overview picture of it because I should have taken a photo of the setup. Anyways, so let's see. Yeah, I think this one will work. And what we'll do here, we got to download it, and let me rotate it first. See, this is from the top, and I keep repeating myself, but I thought that would be fun. So can we go this way? Oh yeah. Now this is actually, is that the perspective I was at? That looks a little weird. So let's do it this way. All right, so we got that. I guess I might as well crop it here. See, this is always a thing. What's more interesting on the right and left? I think seeing that poll is more interesting. Or is it better to center a thing? Maybe you could do both. Let's see if we bring this down. I like it like that because I like that poll. What are you going to do? So then you go back to the recipes. You can just apply that, and then you're done. So I don't really want to post that. Let's save it. Okay, then there's one more. So this one, what's fun about this one, I'll show you. So I like this. You can see the sky, and then also there's this nice there's a highway. I'm pointing at it again. There's a highway on the left there, and maybe there's an accessibility thing where you can make it follow your finger around, which would be cool. So this one, I'm gonna have to crop a bit because it's kind of hard to see the car. And why don't we take off? I mean, the chair. We could also kind of remove some of these license plates. So why don't we get the crosshair like right there? Although you miss out on these wonderful trees. Oh, we could do it this way. Let's see. That's still good. So let's do that. Now, maybe, what does this blur tool do? Oh, that's not what, I don't want that at all. That's weird. Kind of a cool effect. What's linear? Can you expand that? Ooh, look at that. Let's try this out. What will this look like? I don't know. It's not doing anything. Huh. Yeah, I don't like that. I was hoping it was just like a little thing where you can go and do your finger and blur out stuff, but not the case. So let me do that again to try to get that one out. Oh, no. We want to constrain it. So, there we go. Now, then we go apply the recipe. Look at that. That sky looks really nice. We don't need to post that. Put that there. Now, the other thing is there was a close-up. So the question here is, do we apply a filter to it or not? I think the answer is yes. So we'll put that over there. There you go. See, right and the left. What do you want? You want field or building? Field or building? I think maybe we'll focus instead on centering it. I think that's a sheep, right? And then we'll go and apply the recipe to it. And there we go. Once again, saving it. Then what I'm going to do is let's go. Ooh, good thing. Let's go to the so-called desktop on your laptop, on your tablet top, and see if I can schedule something here. So let's go over and add this and that. Done. So does that work? No. And that and that. Oh, it's good to tap on add. And then let's schedule it. So today, why would I do it on the 28th? That's weird. So today's the 23rd, so let's do it on the 24th. At what time? Let's say 9:16, sure. So then look at that. We got a couple queued up here. Oh, let's see what's happening. That's fun. Okay. Thanks for the retweet. Look at that. I'm learning how to do this. Minecraft yelling stuff. So let's do another one. And then, of course, we're going to have to add it to Instagram. So where was, didn't I already post that one? Oh yeah, here we go. So we add that. And sometimes I add little things here. We'll call it God View. Is it called God View? Or the God Cam? We'll call it God View Edition. So then we schedule this. We scheduled one. What was the date again? The 24th. This one we're going to schedule for the 25th at like 9 something. Confirm. There we go. Now I wonder, I forget, where does it show, where can you see your scheduled tweets? Let's look. Unsent. Scheduled. So that was the 24th. I have it. So I scheduled. You can see I have some other stuff scheduled. 24th. Oh, did I already? Huh. Well, whatever. We'll see what happens. So there you go. There's making garbage chairs. Pretty straightforward. Now, what else did I say I was going to be doing? Let's go check. Oh, yeah. Creating a social video. I don't really even remember what that's supposed to be. I think I was going to use Spark to make a video. So I'm not sure what I was thinking with that. Let me go back to my big head, and so I can look at my notes here and see what it is I was talking to myself about. Yep. All right. Well, I wonder what the social video was. Oh, I know what it was. This should be fun. Oh, I got to go pick my kids up soon, but maybe I can get through doing this. Now, these, as we would call them, corn nuts. I don't know what people call them. There's basically like deep fried corn. They have a very smoky taste to them, if I understand it correctly. So what I wanted to do is I was going to try to do this on my phone, which is where I like doing it most, but I use my phone for a camera. So that doesn't make sense. But let me, no, I don't want it playing on some other thing. Oh, that's funny. Anyways, what I want to do is I made a tiny little video. I wonder if you can pipe sound from this. Because it'll be weird if you don't have sound. So what I'm going to do now, come along over here, and you can watch as I do it. Let me go over to the screen here. I'm going to have to go into studio mode. And, yes. So why? Oh, yeah. Let's go to that. And then up here, so now you can see what I'm going to do is in OBS, see if I can get a audio input from my iPad. I have it plugged in, but I don't think it sends audio. I think if you switched over to NDI, that would work. So let's try that. NDI audio. Let's see if that works. So now what I'm doing is I don't have NDI running, but what does it list here? Safari audio. I did try this. It did work. So let me start up the NDI thing here. Which one was the best one? I think this one was not too shabby. Oh, yeah, I hated this interface, though. Oh, but then you can't share the screen. Huh. Annoying. Was this way? Oh, yeah, okay, so we can do it. So let me start this broadcast. Okay. So I'm going to have to unplug that. So I'm going to unplug here and plug in the power source instead. Let's see if we can start broadcasting. Okay. So now we should, if we turn that off and on, why is that not doing what I want? Always the question. It's stuck. Maybe I need to cut to it? No, not good. So how about I'll do something crazy? We'll remove that. We'll add a new NDI source. We'll call it iPad. Huh. What? iPad Pro. Now, where is it? Let's do all that stuff. That looks great. Okay. Come down here. What was I going to do? Edit video. Yes. The question, though, was, let me just add my big head. And then, do I have that on the NDI? Yep, I got that. So I just need my big head. I've got the mic. Paste. All right. There we go. Now I think we can get out of studio mode. But then what we need to test out. Okay, good. You see? Let's see if I go and play a sound. I come in here.
I'll tell you something that's obvious, but it's worth keeping in mind. If your business seems to be floundering and you're upset that other organizations are competing.
Let me turn the monitor on so I can hear it.
Something basic that I think is worth knowing. Like all comments, I want to go over a piece of
Oh, that's fun.
That, of course, as with all common sense, you have to be reminded of. And that is,
now this will probably be annoying. So I'm going to do something wacky. Is I'm going to put my own headphones in under my headphones so that there's not audio bleed over to the mic here. Whoa. This is also a good reminder for me that I needed to charge this. I have these problems with my my iPads where the right one doesn't always come on. So I'm assuming that's still the audio is going to be working. I guess I could actually test it out. Since I'm doing something wacky. Let's see. See, look, now when I want, I can just go to Coté Show. We'll go check YouTube because I think that's maybe one of the better ones here.
You can get it for free if you go to tomzootalk.com.
I don't think that's coming through. So let's see. If I do it again. Mm-mm. Well, that's unfortunate. So was there NDI audio input? Let's try iPad NDI audio. Oh boy. What does that mean? Oh. We'll just remove that. Okay, I'm going to try one more
I
time.
want to go over something basic that I think is worth knowing. Like I want to go over a piece of common sense that, of course, as with all common sense, you have to be reminded of. And that is, if you're trying to change how your organization is functioning, you need to experiment and learn and try new things. Each time you try to solve
It's
a
so
problem,
weird that that audio doesn't come through.
information about what worked.
Is it because I turned everything off?
Knowing if it was effective or not. And this could be anything from job interview practices to how you think through what features you put in your software, to how you organize your organization, how you run meetings, anything that you might be doing to try to act differently. You need to actually observe if it worked and think about and learn, did it work? And should we keep doing it or try something new? And I think it's really
how you organize your organization. I just said that.
Not just optimizing for the sake of removing costs or operating faster, but for doing something new and useful.
So properties, highest band sim.
That's one of the things that is a core difference in companies that are well respected and regarded and doing interesting, useful things.
So monitor off,
seem to have
active,
plateaued, and are just kind of meandering around and extracting cash instead of growing revenue. Well, if you're interested in changing your mindset and maintaining a mindset like that, check out my most recent book, Changing Mindsets. You can get it for free if you go to cote.io/books. You can get it for free if you go to tomzytalk.com.
Well, I'm not sure why it's not working, but this means that you can get the you'll get the bleed over of audio or whatever the technical term is, and you'll be able to hear it. So I don't have that much time to do this, but you can see me, as they say, doing the workflow of video editing on here. Let me see if so. Let's see. iPad. There might be. Let me check the accessibility settings. Maybe there's like a follow. Where are those? Maybe there's like a follow where you touch thing. Haptic touch accommodation. If you have trouble using touchscreen, adjust the chance the screen will respond to touches. No, I don't want that. Because sometimes, they'll be in your various computerings, you'll see that there is kind of showing where you color. Oh, automatically hide pointer. That's probably nice. But like, I'd like it to follow. And whenever I touch something, I want it to like touch it. Go boop. Let's see what this does. No. Hearing devices, audio and visual. No. There's got to be some way to make it, whenever you touch it, it makes a highlight where your touch was. If anyone knows where that is, that'd be nice to know. So zoom, magnify, display. No. Smart typing. Don't want that. The touches doesn't actually. If you have difficulty touching it, what's the adaptive? Whoa. I don't want that. Pointer devices. Dwell control, hot corners. I don't know what that is. You could create a new gesture. That's nice. What's this do? Click speed. No. Oh, whatever. Let's go back to LumaFusion. So LumaFusion, when I was editing these back when I was right when I was on supposed paternity leave, and then afterwards I needed stuff to do. I don't know. For better or worse, I need to do some creative stuff here and there. And so I would make these Coté.pizza videos where I would do a little filming when I had my daughter on a walk, or, I might it's going to be a Tanzu Talk one, so I won't put it in Cote Pizza. But I would make these videos, and then I would oftentimes, or enough times, I would be actually feeding my daughter or trying to get her to sleep. And so I would just have my iPad that I could do things with. So I learned how to do edit. Not, I'm sorry, my phone. I learned how to do stuff on my phone, which was awesome. It's really it was kind of weird to start doing it that way, but it ended up working just fine. So I will make it a pizza. Why not? I mean, even if I publish it as a Tanzu thing, what does it really matter, right? So let's call it a Tanzu Talk. And this one is about trying new things. So LumaFusion is really good. I mean, as with a lot of editors like this, you have to like understand the I don't know, more complicated editing than just dragging things around. But since to be a little boasty, since I've been editing videos since like, I don't know, 2007 and podcasts before that, like as long as I'm doing more like, I think they call it linear editing. I don't really know, but like, I think in terms of like the timeline to add things to, I think I find it pretty easy. So first thing, now this is the part of video editing that I don't really care for is, you know, they think in terms of these clips that you do, which makes sense if you were doing like a longer thing where you film multiple clips that you edit together. But for me, I don't really like doing my editing here because you can't. Oh, look, hey. So let me see. How did I? So I look down. See, like I don't have enough like scrubbing control. Scrubbing is moving the cursor around here to do very much. So I'm just going to dump the whole thing into the timeline where you have like a tremendous amount more control. I forget like how you can use the pencil with this. Probably just to. Ooh, look at that. Well, it's downloading that. Let's go look for LumaFusion with Apple Pencil. Let's see what it says. Mm-hmm. Here, let's give you a little behind the scenes action. Oh, here I am. So you can see there's where I have the iPad. Got my little nuts here. That's fun. I don't know. It's kind of ridiculous. Let's go back to the iPad with the NDI. So, but like what? I don't know. Who cares? So here we are. Now, I'm spreading this out. I think there's a way in LumaFusion to make it like show where you're tapping. Let's see, ducking. Good old ducking. Ducking's just great. Keyboard shortcuts, show touches. There we go. So now you can kind of follow along for better or worse. You can see, oh, look, I've touched there. So what I learned is for these kind of videos, talking head videos, it's really nice. The audio, I wish I could, you can't really make that more. But you can edit by the waveforms, right? Like I don't start talking until here. So why don't we go ahead and cut that there? And then we'll delete that. There's actually keys that you can use. Let me see. You know, it's supposed to do the thing if you hold down oh, there we go. You know, if you use the iPad, if you hold down the command key or Apple key or whatever you call it, most things are supposed to bring up a list of what they do. So let's see, go to next. I'm always forgetting. I haven't used this in a while. That'll be nice. Let's do it touch-wise, the way I used to do things. All right, so then let's play.
Well, I want to tell you something that's obvious, but it's worth keeping in mind. If your business seems...
So this is going to be annoying because I also used a script. And so what do I want to do? I think what I'll do is I'll do the main the editing out of crap here. Why am I editing on this? That's a good question. I should be using Descript, but I guess it's kind of fun for old time's sake. I really like editing in LumaFusion. Where do we add? So what I like to do, a clip at playhead. Is that what I want? What? No. Is it called slicing? I forget what the terminology is. So we gotta stop, jump. Oh, select clip. But how do I slip the clip? So what I'm trying to do is, there's, it's always B. Boom. So that's nice. And then we'll go over here. So what you can do is you can very quickly, and it by default does a ripple edit, which is nice, which means that it pulls back. It doesn't leave a blank there. So that's the kind of thing I would normally take out. A little breath.
If your business.
So I think I'll come here and do this. And then I can delete it. Oh, look at that one. See? Let's see what happens. What I'm doing here is I'm probably thinking about what to say.
And you're upset.
Yeah, there you go.
Organizations are competing. Well, I want to go over something.
So I think, you see, I got to go pick up my kids. So usually when I'm doing these, I have like an idea. And instead of getting it perfect, I rely on my editing and saying it over and over again to kind of figure out what I'm going to be doing. So, oh, look, you can see my wonderful baby over there. Let's get a better. There we go.
I think that's obvious, but it's worth keeping in mind. If your business seems to be floundering and you're upset that other organizations are competing, well, I want to go over something big.
Whoa, look, I just started all over again. That's funny. They added this select multiple things in here, which is kind of nice. All right.
Well, I want to go over something basic that I think is worth knowing. Like I want to go over.
I bet this will be. I'll be able to use it for Instagram because it'll be a minute or less.
I want to go over a piece of common sense that, of course, as with all common sense, you have to be reminded of. And that is, if you're trying to change how your organization is functioning, you need to experiment and learn and try new things. Each time you try to solve the problem, you need to observe and collect information about what worked. How are you going to measure knowing if it was effective or not? And this could be anything from job interview practices to how you think through what features you put in your software, to how you organize your organization, how you run meetings.
I like that part. How you organize your organization.
That you might be doing to try to act differently. You need to actually observe if it worked and think about and learn, did it work? Should we keep doing it or try something new? And I think it's really that spirit of learning and trying new things, not just optimizing for the sake of removing costs or operating faster, but for doing something new and useful, for changing how you're working. That's one of the things that is a core difference in companies that are well respected and regarded and doing interesting, useful things. And those companies that seem to have flatlined and plateaued and are just
kind of going on and on here
and extracting cash instead of growing revenue.
I remember why I wanted to do this in here because I wanted to like zoom in and out, but I don't think I actually need to do that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to exit out of here and I'm just going to find this. Where is that video? And I'm going to send it to my desktop through the magic of AirDrop. I'm always suspicious of these little like proprietary things. I've gotten to be less so over the years. But AirDrop is actually really, it's nice in the sense that it's really easy to send photos around. So it's sending it. Let me switch over here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to load it up into Script to kind of stage it. And then when I get back, I'll do some editing of it. So let me share my desktop over here. Whoa. So what I like to do when I'm editing a video is I try to be overly organized in the videos that I do. And we'll call this one will be 2021 0623. Try new things. We'll call it. Let me see what I have there. And maybe I'll stream this as my Tanzu Talk thing tomorrow, but I don't think I will because it's too small. This is just a for my own purposes. For my own purposes, it's totally something. What am I talking about? I'm just babbling. So I like to use Descript for this, and you'll see the theory of Descript is, and thankfully we have a corporate license for it, which is nice. So Tanzu Talk, we'll call it Trying New Things. Creates this project. So basically you edit things based on a transcript, which I think is cool. And then we'll go back over to Finder here. So the first thing you do, well, the first thing I need to do is go get the file. I'm looking around my camera. Let's move this over here. And then once I have that there, we'll grab this over here. So it takes a little while to generate the transcript, but it'll generate it here. You know, maybe I can show you, do we want to detect speakers? Nope, because there's only one speaker. That's me. I'll show you the, where does it show you the project? Open Drive view. I'll show you what it ends up looking like. Where's one that I did? So this is like, I do all the transcripts in here, and what's cool is, so you see the timeline down here, right? If I wanted to, I thought I might try something out new today, as always, running late. Anyhow, I noticed if you're using, you log into your stream account, you got all sorts of goodies that help you out. Why did I spend time talking about that? Probably what I did is I probably made an excerpt. Not the project. Where's the, they changed the interface around. And now I'm confused. So what did I make the Twitter edit? So let's see. Oh, this is where I talk about the survey. Anyways, so you can see this is like my main thing recording, and then I went in like I do here, and I just did a little excerpt. But let's see if this is actually, yeah. So I can just show you what the real thing. So first of all, man, I really got to go get my kids. So I'm going to do that. But you can see you can put your name there, and then go over something that I think I want a piece of comment. Say your organization. There you go. So you couldn't really hear that, but I start over again. I'll have to add a loop back thing. So you just delete that, and then boom, your video is edited. And let's see. I'll show you. Correcting it gets. What am I saying here? So once again, I restarted there. And this was actually common sense. So you press E for edit, I guess. Common sense. There you go. So anyways, I got to wrap up because it's time for me to go pick up my kids. But I'll be back in probably about an hour or so, and we'll do some more stuff. I wanted to actually watch some videos of Nicole of DevOps Report fame, because I have a call with her later to talk about doing a keynote for a conference that we have. So I wanted to get freshened up on what she's doing. So I might do that as the Tanzu sort of thing. But with that, thanks for watching. You know, like and subscribe or whatever to follow along on stuff. And we'll see you later today, maybe.